Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here. Welcome back to another episode of the Stuttgart Career Mode, and we are now into February of 2018. In the last episode, we completed the January transfer window, potentially the final transfer window of this career mode. And right off the bat today, we have some bad news. It will be a training injury for one of our starting 11 players, that player being Daniel Ginczek. It could be a lot worse. He'll be out for 5 weeks though, which means two things. One, Timo Werner is going to have to continue scoring goals for us, which he has done in the first half of the season. And two, we'll need to rely on some of our other strikers like Simone Terodde and Olunraju Coyote to step up while Ginczek is away and recovering. But we won't be letting that stop us. We're currently equal on points with Bayer Leverkusen and currently second in the Bundesliga table. And we will take a look at our calendar. In the last few episodes, we've been going 1 month at a time, but now that we are into the Europa League knockout stages, that means we have more matches to play, so I'm going to slow things down slightly. And what I'll be doing for today's episode is playing this match against Wolfsburg, playing this match in the Pokal against Hoffenheim, simulating against Greuther Fürth, and then finally playing this match against Fiorentina. That will be the first of 2 knockout stage matches. Having finished the January transfer window, I think it's appropriate that we get into a squad report. By far our standout player will be Sasha Ziegler. He is growing like a rocket this season, up plus 14. And I keep on telling you guys that he will be reaching at least 80 rated by the end of the season. But the only new transfer into the team at this stage is Josip Brekalo. And I'm very happy that we were able to bring him in. We really needed that squad depth at the left mid position, and I think Brekalo, he really has the stats that I'm looking for. I mean, he's balanced in his acceleration, sprint speed, ball control, dribbling, pretty much all the stats that are important for his position. He's well above his overall rating of 70, so I'm very excited what he can do, and he may even get a debut against his former side, Wolfsburg, in our first match. I'm certainly willing to invest some training time into Brekalo, and we'll be doing that for this month, working on his long passing and crossing. This will be the league table going into our first fixture. Wolfsburg is sitting just outside the top 6. And Leverkusen are continuing their winning ways, so it'll be imperative for us to get a win in this one. I'll admit that it was difficult to pick a starting 11 for this match because we have our Pokal fixture in just a few days' time, so I've gone for a rotated side, optioning to use Brekalo at the left mid position and also using Özkan at center attacking mid. Despite the fact that we're sitting higher than Wolfsburg in the table, I am not underestimating this side. They've made some huge transfers, including Alexander Lacazette at the striker position. Oh, Terodde's doing great work playing it in the middle. I thought he got taken down. I suppose the defender got some of the ball at least, and the match will remain 0-0 just 7 minutes in. Oh, what a through ball. He wasn't even looking at Werner. He still found him going across the goal. Casteels, some shaky handling. And we are all over this Wolfsburg team, managing to get 2 great chances within 10 minutes. And we're going to get one more with Özkan. He just needs to get by this last defender. Going across the keeper. We're not missing that time. We have just stormed them and their defense within 11 minutes. This time it was Özkan, the fairly new player in our first team. He made a great run, and what a pass. Just had to beat one defender, and he put it across the body, put it into the back of the net. It's corner kick for Wolfsburg. And they're putting it on the near post. We do well to get that away. It's Schaefer, though. Still on the ball. Now Virginia, nice tackle by Brekalo, and able to get away from the defenders. Now playing it up to Timo Werner. He's got Özkan in the middle and a few supporting runners. We're finding Werner. Can he get there? He will keep it in play. He does have Terodde in the middle of the box, floating in. He's going for the far post, actually. Really switching the play over to Mane. Now Svensson, he'll look to shoot. Takes a deflection. Özkan just trying to tap it in. And he almost got his second goal of the match. Oh, just look at the play. The timing is perfect. Terodde just needs to finish. And it's as simple as that. It seems like Casteels cannot seem to make any saves when we go cross body, so to his right. But Terodde, you really had a feeling he was going to score from there. He was set up with a lot of space, and he doesn't miss often. Breckel is making a fantastic run. He just needs to get there. He brings it down well, but Virginia does enough to get that one cleared. It's Özkan again, finding Terodde. Nice change of direction. Somehow he's still on it, looking for Özkan once more. And we're still with it. It's Terodde trying to get there, but Paul George and Tep gets it out of the box, and it looks like we'll go into the halftime break with a 2-0 advantage. Here are the statistics for the first half. I said we were approaching double digits for shots, and we're not far from it with 7 shots, 5 on target. We'll look to get into those double digits in the next 45 minutes. As we do have a Pokal match to think about, I'll be using my substitutions pretty early on, taking off Terodde and bringing on Coyote for the remainder of the match. We'll also look to bring on Cortez for Mane. Oh, that's a great run if he's onside, and Luis Gustavo timed it perfectly. He's able to cut the deficit in half. We need to start shaping up defensively and not let up another. Good run being made by Breckel, and he's got a little bit of space. Has one defender left to beat. He'll cut it back inside. Has a few options in the middle, going to the far post, and maybe someone can get there. Eventually, it is cleared out by Bruma, but the ball is still in play. Wolfsburg will get it cleared, and an injury has taken place. That is not what we needed. We just had the Ginczek injury, and now Özkan appears to be down. What a ball. If Coyote can get to this, we might be able to get a third, and unfortunately he shoots it right at the keeper, which is an absolute shame because Brecalo could have had one of the best assists any player on this team has scored this season, but he's not giving up yet. He's able to round one defender. And looking to cross one in to the far post. Going straight at the keeper. Casteels needs to punch it away. We're still trying to get the goal, and Casteels finally falls on the ball. See that run, and he will be onside. That's Cortez. He's got a great angle right here. Just needs to finish. And again, we keep on shooting the ball at Casteels. First it was Coyote. Now it's Cortez. We can just not finish off this match. There we go. Just needs to be a 4 to tuck it away, and that one's off the post. Thankfully, the ref finally calls for full time. We could have easily had 4 or 5 goals in this match, but the number of times we hit the post or just weren't clinical enough with our chances was far too many. But hey, a win's a win, and we did manage to get into the double digits for our shots. I'm not sure who deserves man of the match, and it did go to Terodde. He got a 9.5 rating. And I think it's a certainty that we'll be starting him in the Pokal. Here is an update on the Özkan injury, and this one is a little bit more serious. He'll be out for 3 months, which means we'll have him back towards the end of the season. We do have a few first-teamers appearing in our starting 11 for this Pokal fixture, but I'm feeling very confident going into this match because I would say every single player that we've selected at some point in time, they have played a starting role for this Stuttgart team. As for the substitutes, we do have a player returning from his injury, that player being Dennis Taylor. I think I'll bring him on at some point. There's only 8 teams left now in the Pokal. I would say if we can get through this round, we have a solid chance of winning in back-to-back seasons. Looks like Hoffenheim has actually chosen a somewhat weaker side, so we have a great chance moving forward. Oh, here's Christian Gentner showing off some of his fake shots. Almost gets taken out inside the box, but instead he'll find Cherney, floating it to the far post. We have someone getting their noggin on it, and it's Maxime really testing the keeper there, and Sippel needs to pull off a great save. Okay, I feel like that is completely against the run of play. Hoffenheim have hardly had the ball in our own half, and I think that is one of their first shots. We were defending it fairly well, but we kind of over-evaluated them, and there's no way longer I could have saved that. Okay, that's a decent shot by Maxime, but unfortunately, not on target. We really have struggled outside the first 10 or 20 minutes. Haven't had much going, and that was probably one of our better chances. If we do want to continue our run in the cup, we'll need to get something going quickly. Hoffenheim have been the better side. You can see they haven't really gotten many chances created, but they are holding on to a lot of possession, which makes things very frustrating going forward. Okay, if that would have gone in, I think I just would have quit the game right then and there. But we are still having a chance. Only down 1-0. Werner has a lot of pace, and he can make things happen quickly. Making one defender miss. Completely bypassing the option on the right. Now playing it back in the middle. This is Julian Green. He got taken out from the side. No foul given. Great tackle by Onguene. It's Maxime from long range. He'll shoot. And Sippel seemed to know where he was going right from the start. He was in perfect position. Here's Maxime waiting for that run. And I believe this is Timo Werner. Ref, that should have been inside the box. I think it's going to be a free kick just outside the area. But if that's not a red, I don't know what is. Thank you, ref. We have 30 minutes left to play. And it will be a 10-man Hoffenheim team that we're playing against. Great tackle by Gentner. And with Hoffenheim now down to 10 men, we just need to find the open player. It might be Maxime. Needs to get this shot off. And he looked like he got fouled inside the box once again. But the shot going wide, I don't know if anything is going to go our way today. With 20 minutes left, we need to make some changes and liven up this team. Green will be coming out, and we'll have Mane being brought on. I'll have Coyote swapped for Werner, and for the final substitution, I think it will be Dennis Taylor, who makes his return to Stuttgart, and maybe he can make a triumphant comeback and get us this equalizer. Oh, we got a through ball here to Coyote. Surely he has enough pace to beat the defenders. Bring it in the middle. The finesse shot, trying to get it off, and we will get a corner kick out of it. I'm starting to panic now because, you know, nothing has worked for us so far, and I don't know if anything will be working for us in this last 10 minutes. But here's Taylor, finding Mane, the new substitute. Getting inside the box, trying to cross this one in. He does enough to get the cross off. Sula with the great header. We're still with it. Coyote needs to make something happen. The back heel in the box, and that's what I mean. All the deflections seem to be going Hoffenheim's way. And with only 5 minutes left, we'll need to go all out attack. Oh, that's just some poor defending. And Danilo probably should have sealed the match for Hoffenheim. Longrek just needs to punt this as far as possible. And we'll just need to hope for the best. Taylor playing it out wide. Now to Insua, Coyote. Over to Maxime. We have a runner in the middle. If we can get to this. This is Terodde inside the 18. He shoots it right at Sippel. What a chance for us to make things level. But Sippel has been man of the match for Hoffenheim. He has made countless saves. And this will likely be one of our last chances. Zimmer floating it in. We're going to retain the ball outside the 18-yard box. I don't know why Longrek is running away from goal. We need to get this goal for ourselves. We'll play it in the middle. This is Terodde getting the shot off. It's deflected once. It's cleared out a second time. Will the ref let us play on? Gentner will be able to get one more cross in. No, it's taken away. And we will fall in the Pokal, guys. We're not able to do it in back-to-back seasons. And Hoffenheim will advance. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed, but looking at the shots on target ratio, it just wasn't good enough for us to advance to the later stages. But this may be a blessing in disguise. Now we can focus more on the league as well as the Euro League, and we'll take a look at the man of the match. Surely it went to Sippel, but no, it was Salah who got it with an 8.4 rating. It's time for our only simulated fixture of the episode, and we better beat Greuther Fürth coming off that defeat. They've lost 3 straight, but it is an away match, so you never know what might happen. And straight away, it's Werner that gets a red card. That's not how I wanted things to go. And now Mane misses a penalty. Greuther Fürth goes up 1-0 going into the halftime break. Man, the luck has just not been on our side between the injuries, however many times we hit the post, and yeah, it pretty much just sums up our FIFA luck today. With 10 minutes left, we'll try to get a goal back, and we do. We're able to get 1 point out of this match, but that will likely put us down to second place and not equal on points with Leverkusen. Luckily, Werner's suspension will apply to the league, so we still have him available for this EuroLeague fixture against Fiorentina. Really no major changes to our starting 11 for this one. Well, our form has not been very good in today's episode, but what better way to turn it around than to do so in the EuroLeague? Let's go out and get a win. Oh, Werner's making a brilliant run. He has one defender left to beat. Doesn't really have an option, but if he just would have fell, I think the ref would have given him a penalty kick. We're still with it though. Brekalo Playing it back in the middle to Maxime. We're switching the play. Tarota's on. Just needed to finish. But our finishing in front of goal has been atrocious today. Sportiello, to be fair, made a good save. But all he had to do really was tuck it away. Oh, open header. There we go, Tarota. He redeems himself and puts the ball where no keeper is going to be able to save that one. And finally, we get a goal early on. Hopefully the first of many. Ref, that should be a yellow card at the least. He was nowhere near the ball. And it's actually going to be a straight red. That's what I was leaning towards personally, but I didn't think FIFA would give it to him. I don't know what Bernardeschi was doing, but he was not being very intelligent right there. You can see not even close to the ball. It comes from behind, and that's a straight red. Oh, the play right now is absolutely brilliant. Werner saw the keeper creeping on his near post, so we just shot at far post, and I think that should seal the match. We're up 2-0 against a 10-man side, but I just want to look at this awareness from Werner. He saw the keeper cheating, and he took advantage of it. Werner is just obliterating this Fiorentina defense. He's making it look too easy on Legendary, just running through them with pace. And it's not even funny at this point. Oh, that's some great awareness by Kolasinac, and Ziegler makes the double save. Our defense is just above all else today. I mean, like, what a block by Kolasinac in the first place. Then the awareness by Ziegler to get back. We might even go back and score a fourth goal here, but no. We'll go into the halftime break with a 3-0 advantage. Here are the statistics, and I would say if Fiorentina weren't down to 10 men, this would be a much more equal match, but because they are down to 10 men, we've just exploited that to the fullest extent, and now we're up 3-0 with just 45 minutes left to play. But because there are 2 legs, we want to score as many goals as possible to increase our aggregate lead. Just one change at the break. Maxime will be coming off and Clement will be coming on. It's been a pretty slow second half, but we might be able to get something going here. Clement trying to do the fake shot, but instead it falls to a Fori. Now Clement once again splitting the defenders, finding Mane, playing it out wide, and maybe we're just doing too much. It almost seems as if Fiorentina have given up on this match and they're just going to try to come back as quickly as possible in the second fixture, which is fair enough if that's their game plan, because I think all hope is pretty much lost for them today. To maintain fitness, we'll use our 2 final substitutions, Tarota coming off, and of course Coyote being brought on. We'll have Dennis Taylor making another appearance in this one for Brekalo. We might be able to get one more. If Timo Werner can outrun these players, just needs to sweat it across, and that is a tap in for Coyote. Okay, that is the miss of the season. We know his finishing is bad, but in front of goal like that, I think practically any striker should be able to finish it. Well, I am slightly disappointed that we couldn't get more goals, but a 3-0 result away from home is not bad in the slightest. We'll take a look at the player ratings, and it was Maxime who won man of the match with a 9.5. But guys, that'll bring an end to today's episode of the Stuttgart Career Mode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're interested, you can follow me on my social links. There's links to those in the description down below. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.